Jeez, guys, I was just joking. Oh my god. Literally, I joked about it. I was like, watch us lose against the Panthers. And what happens? In the traditional Raider fashion, at the home opener, they shit the bed. Now, this is late because I didn't watch the game yesterday. Thankfully, I didn't watch it because I went. I had to go. I actually went to go see Beetlejuice 2, and then I had something else to do. So, looking back, I guess my time was better spent doing that than watching this crap pile of a game. Okay, let's get into this. I'm still. I remember I checked the score at one point, and it was 33-7. Now I'm like, are you serious? Like, I was literally just kidding, and then like they actually go and do it. But oh boy, so I kind of don't like going off of highlights because you don't really get a full picture of how everything was. But from what I could tell, even from the highlights, this is on both sides of the ball. This isn't just specifically on one. Offense did shitty until the fourth quarter when all of a sudden they can do everything. But that was like really in garbage time and it really didn't matter anyway. But from one alarming thing that I see from obviously, the turnover's bad. This is the third game in a row where Minshew's had a turnover. O'Connell had a few good throws and a touchdown, but it's like I'm almost like, how did Minshew get the job over O'Connell at this point? But I don't know. Not like O'Connell's like super amazing, but I'm just legitimately wondering, how did Minshew get the job over him? Because like when Minshew's on, he's on, but when he's off, he is fucking off. You know. And this is his third team, so like, it's not like he was just with like one team for a long time. This is his third team, so we made Andy Dalton look like a freaking Super Bowl contender. Now, nothing against Andy Dalton; he's not a scrub by any means, right? Like he was pretty solid with the Bengals. He led them to a few playoff. He led them to the playoffs like at least 3 or 4 times for what I remember off the top of my head, maybe more. So he's not an awful quarterback, and he's a franchise quarterback. So we made him look like a damn. We made the Panthers look like Super Bowl contenders. That's how bad we played. Now, don't get me wrong. The Panthers have a lot of talent, and so I heard some rumblings throughout the week, like, "Oh, this is going to be a trap game. This is going to be a trap game." This game literally defined a trap game. Like literally it did. I mean, not that I was like, we're going to kick their ass, but I thought we were definitely going to win, man. Like, how the hell do you go from beating the Ravens, the team that was, in the AFC Championship last year? You beat them almost convincingly. Well, maybe not convincingly, but it wasn't, it was a hard fought game, but you beat them, and then you're going to like one of the worst run franchises in the entire league, and they just smoke you right at home in front of everybody. We literally just got mauled by fucking Panthers. That's what happened. Oh, but anyway, so one alarming stat was that the Raiders, in the whole game, they only had 55 yards of rushing. That's a big, big problem. Because it was like I said from last week that we can't just rely on the pass. We have to, run it as well. But that could also be an issue with the O-line too, honestly. Like maybe the O-line isn't creating enough spaces for Zamir White or, for like some of these screenplays and other things to work as well. So maybe it's an O-line thing. It could be an offensive coordinator thing. This guy's the first year. I think it's his first year he's an offensive coordinator. There's like, it's so hard. There's like so much potentially shitty things going on. It's hard to, for me anyway. I probably don't have the expertise or the knowledge to narrow down specifically what it is. Like there's some people like I admire some people on here who they, whether they played football or not, they're able to look at it and be like, it's this thing. I can tell right off the bat it's this thing. For me, like it kind of takes a little bit more to actually see what's going on. That's why I like to watch the games more live because then you can see more different things. Defense, I have no idea what the fuck happened. Like they could not cover anybody. Now, don't get me wrong, they don't call Andy Dalton the Red Rifle for nothing, right? But he sliced us up, man. And I think this is the other thing. He's the only quarterback in the league right now to have 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. He sliced us up. Like we might have just given him the starting job for Carolina right now. Like seriously, like. And then also the time of possession. The Panthers had the ball for 36 minutes. We had it for around 23, 24 minutes. But it's hard to have the time of possession when your offense isn't on the field. And then Minshew had another interception. So like this is the third freaking time that we've had an interception. And I just don't understand it, man. I don't understand. Like there was like one frame in the highlights where Devontae Adams, I think it was before they went to halftime. Devontae Adams was then a look of like, what the fuck? And that was my look exactly like when I saw. I was like, what? I'm gonna put that in the thumbnail. I was like, it's just like a look like, what the fuck, man. I'm like, I don't understand it. I legitimately don't understand. And I know it's any given Sunday, any team can win. I get that. But literally, how do you go from beating the Ravens, who objectively is a better team than the Panthers, and at home, and you can't beat the Panthers at home? Like not even like beat, don't like lose respectfully. Like you just get your asses kicked and you get embarrassed in front of your entire home crowd. Are there any bright spots at all in this? I mean, Brock Bowers had another good yards. I mean, he's looking like a good pick. O'Connell had a few good throws. That was it. Really, there's like nothing else really to write home about in this game, and I really don't understand it. And it's just weird. It's just so weird. Like why? Like, and it's literally the meme is true. Like where it's like, oh well, the Las Vegas Raiders the only time we're in Vegas where the house doesn't win, and it's true. We I don't know what it is. We do not play good at home. I don't know what it is, but I really hope that we're overall going to be more prepared. Like maybe like we didn't even prepare that much. Maybe we underprepared. That could be it too. Maybe we underestimated the Panthers and they didn't prepare well enough. I mean, obviously, I don't think that they do that, right? I don't think they cater to whatever team they're playing. I think that they try to consistently prepare as they would for any other team. Logically, you want to do that. You don't want to be like, oh, well, this team's going to be easy, so we don't have to practice this hard. No, but I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator. I don't know if it's the line. I don't know if it's the play calling. I don't know if it's the quarterback. I don't know if it's the running backs. What is the issue here? And it just sucks that it's like we can never have both. We can never have both. Either like we've had seasons where the offense plays great and the defense plays like shit, so then every game's turned into a shootout. Then we've had games where the defense plays great, or seasons where the defense is great, but the offense is shit. So it's like we can never just have both. Even if we have like an average offense in a really good defense or an elite defense, we'd be good. But uh, I don't know. It's just frustrating. I'm almost glad I didn't watch it and I didn't record it because I definitely would have been more pissed off yesterday than I am today. But it looks like we're facing the Browns next, and I have no idea how that game's going to go now. I have no clue. We could go in there and stomp them, or we could get our asses kicked and make Deshaun Watson look like he did when he was with the Texans. I don't know. Because the Browns aren't really a terrible team either. I would say the Browns are better than the Carolina Panthers going into it. What should I say? What should I say? I say I say we'll win the game, but like barely by a field goal. Oh, and that was another thing. We missed a field goal, but it was a 57-yard field goal. It was like, ugh, yeah, and like try to score throughout the whole game. Like I hate when they do that. It's like don't just score in the first quarter and then don't do anything for like 3 quarters to be like, oh, I'm in the fourth quarter, I'm gonna score now. No, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit, please. So yeah, I predict that we'll win, but I'd say barely. We'll win by like a field goal or something like that. Anyway, I know that this probably isn't the best recap. Like I said, I like to watch the games more in full, but I figured better to have something up than nothing. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.